Welcome. So this practice is going to be a dynamic hip flow. If you need to come down to take rest at any point, then come down into child's pose. Otherwise, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start in child's pose, but a wide leg version. So bring your big toes together, take your knees as wide as the mat, and we're going to fold forward, okay? Take the arms out in front, so an extended version, and place your forehead down onto the mat. You spread your fingers wide, take grounding all the way down through the knuckles, through the palms, and take a deep breath in. Exhale. See if you can release a little bit further in the hips, take the sit bones towards the heels of the feet, and take a few rounds of breath here. Good. Couple more rounds. And you take deeper breaths if you need to. Maybe you've been a bit busy today. Maybe you haven't really had a chance to transition from your everyday life into your yoga life. So if you do, then just take a few deeper breaths. Okay, really start to drop down into that connection where you can feel everything about your body, that awareness where you can really become in tune with your breathing. Notice the flow of the breath. And a few more moments here. And then you're going to start to walk the hands back in towards you. Draw the knees together and take the fingers behind you, so towards the feet, up on the fingertips. Inhale, lift up through the chest, take the gaze towards the ceiling. Then release, come onto all fours. So we'll do a few rounds of cat and cow to warm up the spine. So pad under your knees if you need to. Inhale, drop the belly down, arch the back, take the gaze up. Exhale, round through the back, push out between the shoulder blades, drop the head. Inhaling up, shoulders back. Exhale, rounding. Good. Inhaling up. Exhale. One more. Good. Right now, come back to a long spine. We're going to lift the right knee, bring it in towards you, and then draw it round in a circle. Okay, do this a few more times. And then release down. Good. We're going to bring the left knee up, in towards you, round in the circle. Continue to press down into your hands. We don't want to, just because we're moving the hip at the moment, we don't want to forget about the hands. So press down into the palms. Good. And release. Good. Tuck your toes under. Sit back on the heels of the feet. Have a little toe stretch here. And then we're going to come into downward facing dog. So lifting the tailbone high, extend the legs, and then pedal the heels up and down. Good. Now take the feet as wide as the mat, and we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. Lowering down into Malasana, so between the knees, your yogi squat, length through the spine, elbows to the inside of the knees. Taking a soft gaze to the top of the mat and breathe. Now keep the knees wide. I'm going to release the hands and take them up towards the ceiling. So activate a little bit more through the glutes here to keep the knees wide, lengthening up. Good, and release. Take the hands down, we're going to lift up through the tailbone. Turn the feet to face towards the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Relax the head. A little bit of a shake, a little bit of a nod. And then you're going to walk your hands to the top of the mat. Come back into downward facing dog. Good. Right, extend the left leg towards the ceiling. And then sweep it through towards the top of the mat. I'm going to press down into that front foot. And we're going to come up into a high lunge. So knee over the top of the ankle and raising the arms all the way up. Good. powering up through the legs here. Lift the back leg. And one more breath. Good. Hands to heart center, Virabhadrasana 2. Turn that back foot. Extend the arms, gaze down to the left hand. So work this knee over to the little toe side of the foot. Okay? Breathe here. Yeah, now take either the forearm to the thigh as you reach the top arm over. Take the hand down to the inside of the foot, or you can wrap the arm underneath and take a bind. Good. So wherever you are, coming back up into your warrior 2. Good, lengthen that front leg. And we're going to turn the feet out 10 to 2, lowering down into goddess squat. So bend the knees and start to lower yourself down. Good, take the hands to the inside of the knees, first finger and thumb to touch. Take a few breaths here. Really strong with the legs here, open the knees out. And start to lengthen, good. Turn the feet so that right foot's in line with the back edge of your mat. We're going to start to bend our knee, go over towards this right leg, Skandasana, and then extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. Your left leg is long, toes up, and breathe here. Good. Release this left hand down. We're going to power up, go over towards the left side now. So the left leg starts to bend, right leg extends, reaching up. Good, and release. Turn towards the top of the mat. Press the hands down, back into plank. Okay, shoulders over the wrists. We're going to lower down either knees or chaturanga. Inhale, lengthen the arms, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Good. So pedal the heels up and down here. And then extend the right leg towards the ceiling. Sweep it through to the top of the mat. Power up into your high lunge. Inhale, raise the arms. Whoops, sway is optional. Good, reaching up. Okay, so keep lifting through this back leg. You want that thigh to be strong and engaged. And one more breath. Good, Virabhadrasana 2. Turn that back foot. Gaze down to the right hand this time, okay? Work this knee out towards the little toe side of the foot. Good, taking either that forearm to the thigh, hand to the floor, or take a bind. Good, cartwheel both of the hands round to the top of the mat, back into downward facing dog. Good. Let's pedal the heels up and down. Good. Step the feet as wide as the mat. Walk the hands back into Malasana, so lowering down, yogi squat. Good. Long spine, shoulders back. Good. And again, let's activate through the glutes. Let's reach the arms up. Good. Release. Walk the hands towards the top of the mat. Bring the feet back in. Good. Gaze between the hands. Step, walk, or take a hop towards the top. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Release the head. Good. Bend the knees. Utkatasana. So sink down through the hips. Inhale, raise the arms up. Good. Hands to heart center and lengthen. Good. So we're going to take all the weight into our left leg. Feel free, this is balance, so feel free to place a hand on a wall if you'll need one. And we're going to bring the right leg up in front of us. So you can keep your hand on your knee here. If you've got a strap, you can use a strap. Or you can take first 2 fingers around the big toe and then start to lengthen the leg out in front. Okay, so if you've got your strap, big toe or hand to knee. Okay, breathe here, strong in the standing leg. Good, and then we're going to start to open it out to the side. So if the knee's bent, you're going to stay with the knee bent as you open. If the leg is extended or with a strap, you're going to be bringing that out to the side. Okay, option to look over that left shoulder if you feel steady. Good, and release. Bend that left knee. Take this foot over the top so the knee drops out. And then hands to the hips. Sink down through your hips. Okay, option to bring hands to heart center and fold forward. Good, and release. Good, take the feet hip width apart, hands to the waist. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Loop first 2 fingers around the big toes. You can bend the knees here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding, elbows out wide, crown and the head down towards the floor. Good. Bend the knees, hands to the waist. Inhale, slowly back up. Good. So we'll do the left side. So all the weight in the right leg. Bring the hand to the knee, take a strap, or first 2 fingers around the big toe to extend. Okay, so lift up tall, focus, find something in front of you to take your gaze to. Good. And then start to opening it out to the side. Again, option to take that gaze over the right shoulder. Good, come back to center, keep the leg raised. We're going to bend the right knee, take the foot over the top, and again, either hands to the waist or heart center. You start to sink down and then maybe fold over that front leg. Good, and release. Good, take the hands down by your side. Then step the feet wide, Malasana. Lower down, come between the knees, take a couple of breaths. And release all the way down. Extend the legs away from you. Okay, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale towards the feet. So shins, strap, first 2 fingers to the big toes. Lengthen up through the spine. Hinge at the hips, so that comes forward. This is opposed to round in. Keep the spine long and bring that movement from your hips. And back up. Bend the right knee, drop the knee out to the side. Take the foot as far up the leg as feels comfortable. Inhale. Exhale towards that left foot. So again, shin, strap, hands to the foot. If your hands come past the foot, take a hold of the wrist. One more breath. And release, come on. Good, bring that knee up towards the ceiling. We're going to take the right hand behind, hug the leg in for the twist, or bring the elbow to the outside for a deeper version, okay? Left leg stays active, toes up. Lengthen as you breathe in. Exhale as you twist, gaze towards the top and the back of, the back of the mat. Good, come back round towards the top. We're going to cross over the ankles, rock up, back into plank, so step or hop. Okay, lower down, knees, modified version or chaturanga. Inhaling up, exhale, downward dog. Gaze between your hands and you step your feet back through and come back out into extended legs. Good, left leg comes in, okay? Get my sit bones, inhale up, exhale towards that right foot this time, okay? So shins, strap, or foot. We'll go past it. Good, slowly back up. Bring that knee up to center. This time left hand sweeps behind. We're going to hug it in or bring the elbow to the outside. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Good. And release. Come around. I'm going to cross over the ankles. Rock up into downward dog. Good. And I'm going to take this right knee behind the right wrist. Okay. Take the rest of the leg across the mat and lengthen the left leg behind. Okay. So staying up on the hands if that feels more comfortable for you. Or you can start to come down onto your forearms. Maybe lengthen the arms away. Okay. See what feels better for you. And take a few breaths here. Couple more. Good, and start to work your way back up. If you're down, option to stay here. Or you can start to bring this left leg in towards you and then reach around, take a hold of the foot and encourage it in towards you. So just start to get through the front of the hip flexor down to the front of the thigh. So you can bring that in, maybe bring it in towards the elbow. Up to you, see what feels better. Maybe that doesn't feel good at all. Maybe you just want to stay in pigeon here. And release. Good. Hands to the floor. I'm going to power up into plank. So spread the fingers, tap the back toes, lift the leg nice and strong with the belly. Back into plank. Lower. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Left knee becomes behind the left wrist. Reach that right leg behind you, okay? So either the hands, the forearms, maybe all the way down. Okay, see what feels good. Good, if you're down, start to make your way up into your hands. Again, option to stay here or bend this right leg, bring it in towards you. You can reach around, take a hold of the foot, maybe work it in towards the elbow. And release. Good, we're going to drop down to that left leg now, swing the legs around. Take the soles of the feet together, draw them in towards you, knees out wide. Take Baddha Konasana. Okay, so hands to the toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward, elbows to the inside of the legs. If you want a bit of a different version, you can come down onto your forearms. Okay, see what you feel like this evening. Okay, keep the shoulders drawn down from the ears and rolled back. And all the way back. Good. We're going to draw the knees together. Okay, now take the right foot and across the top of the left leg. So you might want to bring yourself back onto your hands. Bring that right foot over on top. You want to flex the foot and then bring the left leg in. You can sort of shift yourself about until you start to feel that outer hip stretch there. Okay? So you can also do this one laying on your back, but for today's version, we're going to do it sitting up. Okay, so work your chest in towards the leg and breathe. Release, so you can relax that left leg a little. Maybe move the hands about, put the right leg down, and we'll do the other side. So left foot comes across. Okay. Bring the heel in, shift yourself so you're bringing your chest towards the leg. Again, you might find that, particularly with hips and shoulders, you can be quite different on each side, so just see how you feel. Okay, couple more breaths here. Good, and release. So take those legs away from you, have a little knockout from side to side. And we're going to come down onto your back. Okay. So let's take the knees out wide, Supta Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet together, and bring your hands onto your belly. Okay, close the eyes and take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good, and again, inhale. As you exhale, ground down a little bit more. Good, so you might be able to feel that your heart's racing now, you're starting to feel quite warm. Worked really hard, really powered up through the legs and worked on opening the hips. So this is your reward, this is your chance to just drop down, take a few moments peace, a few moments quiet. Just notice what happens the longer you stay here. Maybe you start to notice things a bit more. Maybe you notice, oh, actually I'm still holding some tension in my shoulders. Maybe I can drop those down a little bit more. Or maybe there's that arch in my back. Maybe my back can come down and ground a bit more. And then give yourself a chance to let the breath slow down. And soften the face, soften the space between the eyebrows. Enjoy this time of quiet and stillness. Maybe it's the first time today that you've actually had this opportunity to drop down and really focus on yourself, focus on the movement of your body. Maybe it's the first time you've tuned into your breathing today. And you can stay here a little longer if you like. Or you can start to bring the knees back to center and hug them in towards you. Have a little rock from side to side. Then roll either onto your right side or rock up on your spine into seated and start to open the eyes. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this dynamic practice. If you have, then please like the video and feel free to subscribe. There's new videos coming out every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you very much.